negotiate their way up closer to the 99 as they work their way down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Carl Edwards out in front of Mike Wallace, Travis Kvapil, and the defending race champion of this race, Rick Crawford. Coming out of turn number 4, dicing, dancing.
Oh, he got sideways.
It's going to be Carl Edwards winning the Florida Dodge Dealers 250.
How about a Toyota finishing second in their very first race? Travis Kvapil, for the second year in a row, finishes second.
I don't blame you, Rick. I don't know their names either right now. I'm a nervous wreck. These guys are going after it. Look at Hamilton to the top of the track. Can he get there?
That's some momentum.
Down the backstretch they go. Mike Skinner out in front of Bobby Hamilton. Mike Skinner trying to block. Bobby Hamilton made his passes on the high side, and here he goes to the top.
Side by side to the lead.
Dodge and Mike Skinner coming out of turn number 4 side by side. Here they come there. Quad oval. It's Bobby Hamilton, Mike Skinner, and Bobby Hamilton will win the Easy Care 200.
Oh, what a finish! What a job on Mike Skinner. Comes across sideways, still finishes second, and stays out of the wall.
Unbelievable finish.
A great day for Bobby Hamilton. He battled from a lap down, wins the race. A great day for Skinner. He gave it all. You saw what Mike Skinner was all about right there. He's not leaving anything behind. He's gonna try to win this race no matter what it takes. And then you got the rookie Ruderman right there in case something goes wrong. What a finish.
Darrell got spun out there over in turn 4. There he is. The caution flag is not out yet.
It won't come out. The white flag came out before that caution came out, so we will stay under green flag conditions. The checkered flag will come out as he comes out of turn number 4. Rick Crawford is going to win the Kroger 250.
Oh, side-by-side battle for every spot in the top 10. Check it out. Big crash here at the start-finish line.
I don't think Dennis is going to have anything for Jack Sprague. He's got about 2 truck lengths to make up. It's not going to happen. It's going to be Jack Sprague, Rick.
3 and 4. Here comes Jack Sprague for win number 24 in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
Terry Cook hangs on for a great third-place finish. Bobby Hamilton 4th. Tracy Hines, best career finish in 5th. And Mark McFarland, a best career finish in 6th. And Jim Harris is Dodge.
Carl had to get out of the gas, and it opened the door for Starr. Starr's going to clear him.
Side by side for second. Dennis Setzer out in front through 3 and 4. Carl Edwards making his way back around as they come out of turn number 4. Dennis Setzer, short track slayer, is the winner at Lowe's Motor Speedway.
Wow. What a win. What a deal.
Unbelievable win for Dennis Setzer.
And he's headed to his first win.
Chad Chapman trying to hold on through 3 and 4. Rick Crawford trying to get in front. He's not going to be able to do it. And Chad Chapman will win the MBNA American 200.
Good job, boys. Good job.
What a great race. Drama. And Chad Chapman made no mistakes. He had a restart with about 5 laps to go. Made absolutely no mistakes. Did a terrific job.
No one has repeated the wins at Texas other than Brendan Gaughan. Dennis Setzer could become our second repeat winner at this 1.5-mile track. As he comes down across the start-finish line, Dennis Setzer will win the O'Reilly 400K.
What a happy team down there on pit road.
Into turns 3 and 4. Bobby Hamilton bringing the Square D Dodge out of turn number 4, and he will win the O'Reilly 200. Shane Meal with a strong performance coming home in second. Ted Musgrave holding on for third.
That race was won by years and years from a veteran. Side by side right there. Steve Park on the inside of Travis Kvapil for the 4th position. Last lap.
Racing for 4th. But coming home for the first time ever as a repeat winner at the Milwaukee Mile, Ted Musgrave claims the Milwaukee 200.
Chad Chapman beats Dennis Setzer to the line for second position.
Unbelievable racing back through the field. Chad Chapman coming home second, Dennis Setzer third, Steve Park with an amazing run coming home in fourth position. Travis Quapple holds on for fifth. Back in 2002 when he was driving for a different team other than Roush, and now he looks to claim his first victory at Kansas Speedway as he works his way through 3 and 4. The crowd is on their feet, and Carl Edwards wins the O'Reilly Auto Parts 250.
What a terrific comeback from a first lap accident. He comes back, Cowboy Starling, all the guys do such a great job repairing that truck. Carl gets up on top of the wheel and brings that home with a victory.
Out in front of this field as they come out of turns 3 and 4, they're going to see the white flag.
This is the last lap. This will be for the win right here.
The checkered comes out for Bobby Hamilton, who wins the Built Ford Tough 225.
Steve Park having a great battle there with Chad Chapman there for standing up 6. Ted Musgrave came from a long way back also and up 7.
It's not over. Let's watch it. They go in the corner.
Look at Ted Musgrave drive to the outside of Dennis Setzer, but David Starr's loving it. They're side by side behind him.
David Starr in the Spears Manufacturing number 75 Chevrolet comes out and wins race number 2 of his career.
What a tremendous race here. David Starr used the bumper, got Chad Chapman out of the way.
That's David Rudiman in the number 17.
Rick, the race is over right now. They already took the white flag before the caution flag came out. They freeze the field. They have to hold their positions. Travis Quapple has won this race.
The caution flag has not come out. We have a spin in turn number 4. That was David Rudiman. No caution has come out. This is the last lap. Travis Quapple.
No caution.
In the Line-X Toyota Tundra, coming out of turn number 4 to claim another victory in his career. And the caution and checkered flag will fly, and it will be Travis Quapple, your winner at Michigan International Speedway. Contact! The white flag flies. They're side by side as they go across the start-finish line.
Watch
on
Chad
the outside, Chad Chapman making the pass. He tries to take it away on the outside. On the inside, it's Travis Quapple. Johnny Sauter trying to hold on the final lap. They're side by side. Chapman on the outside makes the move.
Unbelievable!
As they come out of turn number 4, it'll be a drag race to the start-finish line. And Chad Chapman will win the Power Stroke Diesel 200.
What a job by Chad Chapman. Johnny Sauter was so concerned about Travis Quapple that Chad Chapman.
They're wrecking all over in turn 1. They've gone crazy. They've gone crazy, fans. I'll tell you what, I haven't seen anything like this in a long time.
Not only in turn 1, but also in the booth. Bobby Hamilton's racing is housed right here in Nashville, Tennessee. And as he comes out of turn number 4, Bobby Hamilton is going to win the Toyota Tundra 200. And he will do it with almost 5 truck lengths between himself and David Starr.
What a great job by Bobby Hamilton. We never knew how strong he was. We thought David Starr would be vulnerable on the restart. Bobby Hamilton drove right by him on the outside on that restart. We see a little bump and run here, Michael.
I'm thinking that that's what's going to happen next. They race down into turn 3. If Shane can get close enough, will he bump him?
Not going to get there.
Not going to happen. Carl Edwards will win the O'Reilly 200 at Bristol Motor Speedway.
We won at Bristol! We won at Bristol! Yeah!
You think that means anything to Carl Edwards?
I told you, race car drivers like to win when the track's tough and the competition's all over you. You're able to walk around saying, we beat the toughest track on the circuit.
He drove off to a couple truck length lead. What happens when he gets to this oil down here? Looks like Ted stayed right on the bottom of the racetrack. Looked like Jamie might have gotten a little bit of oil. within a couple truck lengths.
He's got to reel him in. Coming through 3 and 4. This time they'll see the white flag. It flies as problems happen in turn 3 and 4. Ben Crafton gets spun around. The white flag does not come out. The caution does. This one is over. Ted Musgrave will win at Richmond.
Matt Crafton lost control of his truck, bringing out the caution. I believe Ted had it, Phil. He drove off to a nice separation over Jamie before the caution flew. I think it was his race at that point.
What a great run by Ted Musgrave. Great run by this entire Ultra Motorsports team. Ted Musgrave, the 1 truck, Jamie McMurray, the 2 truck. They're going to have another 1-2 finish for Jimmy Smith.
And Ted Musgrave will come across the start-finish line under caution, but the checkered flag will fly, and Ted Musgrave is your winner tonight in Richmond. Coming home second with a great finish, the 2 of Jamie McMurray.
Oh, Travis is breathing heavy right now, wondering if he's got enough gas. And look who's coming. Here comes Jack.
Oh, problems on the backstretch. Bill Lester.
Oh, that's the front stretch. Right here in the front stretch, Rick.
Coming out of turn 4, Bill Lester in the 22.
NASCAR throws the caution.
Caution comes out as Travis Quapple goes by that accident.
Remember, green-white, we have a green-white checker, so as long as it takes them to get these trucks cleaned up, hey, Travis Quapple could run out of gas on the caution flag, Michael.
But right now, Travis Quapple will follow the pace truck past the accident coming out of turn number 4. This was Bobby Dotter and the 22 of Bill Lester bringing out this last caution. And as you see, the checkered flag will fly, and Toyota takes their 2nd win in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Travis Quapple winning race number 2 for Linex. And it looks as though the Whitaker Farms number 15 of Shane Neal may claim its first win in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
He drove up right behind Ty Bowden, got him a little bit loose, bumped him, and here he goes.
Coming out of turn number 4, Shane Neal will win the Las Vegas 350.
Crew Chief Richie Waters is a pretty happy guy right now. He told me earlier today, he said, we keep running like we have, and I think we're going to eventually get one of these things. There's Todd Bodine. I'm sure he's probably not real happy with how Shane Neal was able to make that pass, but Shane was so much faster than Todd was, and he got it right behind him, right in the corner, got him a little bit loose, had to probably get Todd off the throttle and bumped him a little bit. There's Don Arnold, one of the owners of Todd's truck. Got to be pretty happy with that 2nd place run.
With less than a mile to go in this race, Todd Bodine, 4 truck lengths in front of Ted Musgrave.
4th start for the Jermaine Arnold Toyota, and it looks like maybe victory number 1.
Coming through 3 and 4, smoke problems in front of them, and Todd Bodine and Ted Musgrave both miss Kelly Sutton, and it will be Todd Bodine claiming his first ever victory in the Truck Series. As he's put almost a second between himself and Johnny Benson as he works his way through 3 and 4. Todd Bodine is looking to make it 2 in a row in the Toyota number 30. Bodine wins at Texas.
Another great performance by the Jermaine Arnold Motorsports team. Terrific job for Todd Bodine, Mike Hellman, all those guys. What a great run. That makes 4 top 5s out of 5 events, 2 wins. Incredible job for this Toyota team.
Ultra Motorsports has led 126 laps between Jamie McMurray and Ted Musgrave. Musgrave led 101 laps of this race, and Jamie McMurray wins the Kroger 200.
Good job, guys. Good job. Good job, Tripp. Good call.
He was talking about his crew chief, Tripp Bruce. Good call. A one-stop strategy for Jamie McMurray. It worked beautifully.
The deal. Those guys will battle back to the checker. David Starr right down on the bottom of the racetrack.
Coming out of turn number 4, Jack Sprague won't have enough time to catch him as David Starr comes across the start-finish line. It's win number 3 in the Chevy Silverado 150.
Johnny able to get by Steve Park.
was able to take over the 5th position. Good top 5 for Johnny Benson, but a good run for Steve Park also in 6th. But what a great job by David Starr, Dave McCarty, that entire Spears manufacturing team. You can see David, he's pretty pumped up.
One time, green, white, checkered in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Everyone on their feet for this finish. Casey Kane brings them to the green flag.
Green flag.
Oh, he brought him down slow, Rick.
Oh, Bobby Hamilton Jr. gets spun around. Bobby Hamilton Sr. takes over the 2 spot, and problems behind them. David Rudeman hitting very hard into the side of the 59 of Bobby Hamilton Jr.
That means the race is over. We only get to do a green, white, checkered one time.
And I hope Bobby Jr. is okay. That's the worst.
Yeah, David Rudeman also quite hard contact.
Bobby Jr.'s moving around.
He's taking a net down.
See if we can pan back and see if Rudeman's okay in there.
With the outside wall.
Checkered flag will fly as Casey Kane comes across the start-finish line. This wasn't the way he wanted it to end, but it is a win nonetheless in his first ever Craftsman Truck Series start. In only his 2nd ever start in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, he leads his teammate through the backstretch and into 3 and 4, and coming out of turn number 4, Casey Kane will take the checkered flag for the 2nd time, winning his 2nd career NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race.
Here comes your champion, Rick.
Bobby Labonte. In the Square D Dodge, number 4, spin coming off of turn 4. That's not Bobby Labonte, or Bobby Hamilton. Hamilton clearing that and comes across the start-finish line as your 2004 champion.
Good job, guys.
There it is. I know those guys are so relieved to have that load off of them. There was a shot of his crew chief, Danny Rollins. I asked him if he slept any this week. He said, I slept pretty good last night, but earlier this week, didn't get a whole lot of sleep.
Until you've been there and you come down to the last race and everything's on the line, you just can't imagine the kind of things that go through your mind, the nightmares you have, and how nervous you are.
And they just can't get close enough. The 27 can't close up on the rear bumper to make a run. It's not that he doesn't want to, he just can't.
Final turn, final chance, and it's not going to be enough. After a big day and a win in the Daytona 500 yesterday, Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the Hershey's Kisses 300.
He's going to open the door.
2 of the young guns.
Here
Jamie
comes Truex.
McMurray.
He's driving that baby in there for all she's worth.
He bailed it in there. He did what he had to do. And it slid up the hill on him. Jamie McMurray.
Bring it home, buddy. Come on. That's 4 in a row right here. 4 in a row.
Jamie McMurray wins the Goodies Headache Powders 200.
One thing I noticed about McMurray, he gets into the corner smoother than anybody I see here.
Trouble at start finish. Ashton Lewis and Kenny Wallace crash.
His car's pushing behind Kevin Harvick. He can't get off the corner that good, but he's got one more shot through 3 and 4.
And 1.5 car lengths to make up.
He's going to go to the inside here. Harvick's got to try to close the door on him.
For the checkered flag, Harvick takes it low. Kane dives to the bottom, and on the apron, Harvick wins it.
There is no out of bounds here. That yellow line don't mean anything.
Oh, no, David Green just got turned.
He's going to come right back up in front of Greg Biffle, Billy Parker.
Holy cow.
Everybody gets by.
And David Green comes across the line in 11th position.
Backwards. See, Johnny fade to the outside. They wanted to put a crossover move on him, but Strimmy got back to the throttle a little quicker than he thought he would, I believe.
6th Darlington appearance for Greg Biffle as Robert Presley gets a lap back. Biffle will see the checkered flag for his first Darlington Busch Series victory.
And a really nice job by that team.
Very nice.
Spin back straightaway. Car to the inside wall. Ponstein. Strimmy holds off Benson to the line.
It's the battle for 5th right there. You have David Strimmy. Johnny Benson end up 6th.
Might as well quit racing. Caution's out. Don't race back.
Nope, field's frozen. Even when the caution comes out on the last lap, it freezes the field.
Remember, no red flag. Martin Truex crosses with 2 to go.
No caution flag.
Turn one. Benson in trouble.
Got drilled by Stremme.
Stremme's car is torn all to pieces right in front.
Caution is out now. Caution is out now. They'll come around with 1 to go. White flag and caution.
It's over. It's over at the moment of caution. Truex, as long as he can come around 1 more lap under caution, is going to go to victory lane.
Wow.
Well, if you look at Stremme's car, I mean, his right front is shoved up under his dashboard.
Well, the Oval Office is going to be a little busy after the race.
There's going to be a
Benson
line.
and his crew chief,
Imagine
John
that.
Wolf, has been called. Summons there.
And Martin Truex Jr. is about to be a first-time winner in the NASCAR Busch Series. White flag waves and Matt Kenseth waves bye-bye to the field. Caution is out. The field is frozen. They'll come around to the checkered flag.
Yeah, the field is frozen right there. I would say the only question would be the fact if the 00 Jason Leffler was in front of Bobby Hamilton Jr. in the 25, that would be basically for 5th position.
The 8th caution of the day is for a car that has stalled down at the inside of turn number 2. We're told that is Clint Boyer, who was 106 laps down, came out to try to take the checkered flag at the finish.
Side by side with Clint Boyer under 21.
Watching him, watching the flag man, no sign of yellow. Busch has the lead. Boyer wants it. Here comes Benson. They are almost 3 wide as they come off the corner. No caution. Here come the leaders. Boyer holds it. Busch is right with him. 4 cars under a blanket.
2 by 2 with 2 to go.
And Yaley is off the racetrack. He's out of harm's way. Here they come, and Kyle Busch is going to try to hold him off. Boyer taps.
Oh, they're sideways. Look at Robbie Gordon on the high side. He gets all 4 cars, all the leaders.
Caution comes out as Michael Waltrip makes the pass.
Now remember, the field was frozen when the caution came out, but the cars that caused the caution, they are not able to stay on the lead lap or get the free pass.
Larry, as I saw it looking across the track, at the moment the starter lifted the caution flag, Michael Waltrip had passed those cars to take the lead. And a fellow who was down in the mouth all weekend about his Busch program just not coming together is probably going to go to victory lane. They are still crashing down the front straightaway as they come to the line. You know, Larry, I think everybody that was involved in the backstretch got away and came on around.
Yeah, everyone is going. It's like they were just locked up back there.
Oh.
And the checkered flag is out.
And it's going to wave over Michael Waltrip, who unofficially is our winner. We will have to await a review from NASCAR of the scoring at the time the field was frozen under caution. But it's our belief that Michael Waltrip had cleared those cars and will go to victory lane.
The top 4 single file, they put about 5 car links back there to that group that's 3 and 4 wide.
Oh, around goes Boyer off the bumper of Hamilton, who takes another car into the wall with him.
Now, caution is out. The field is frozen with 2 to go. As long as they maintain caution speed up there, Martin Truex Jr. will be the winner of this race. The field is frozen right now at the point of caution.
Bobby Hamilton Jr. got into the back of the car that went sideways and spinning. And here is Jr. pushing Martin Truex. He may push him all the way to victory lane.
Martin thinks he's got a flat tire. Dale Jr. got him jacked up off the ground.
I think that he was going to be third place car.
The outcome was inevitable, wasn't it, Jimmy?
Yeah, once Junior got himself back to Martin, I think that you're right, Darrell, that he's got his owner back there pushing. It wasn't. You had to pass 2 cars, not 1.
That's
Dale
right.
Jr. was not going to let that happen.
Nope.
And, you know, hey, man, they have built a heck of a team. Junior and Treese have built a great Busch organization.
Let's talk about the Truex family. As Martin Truex Jr. from Ann, New Jersey gets the win. You've raced against that family for a lot of years up north.
Listening to Greg Biffle, Stacy Compton in that 59 car. Remember, he popped off back on lap 91, sitting there in 3rd.
They said they would stretch it, and they have. A lot of emotion in Greg Biffle's pit. Checkered flag in the air. Greg Biffle wins the Stater Brothers 300.
And I wasn't California dreaming, and this ain't no winter day.
Stacy Compton, he makes it in that 59 car, finishes third. Tony Stewart finishes second. Eases through the middle of 3 and 4. Throttle up. You see him hit this pretty much coast home from there. And of all these people here, nobody is sitting down.
Everybody on their feet cheering Martin Truex Jr.'s third win of the 2004 season.
Ron Hornaday looks like he will come home in second. Jason Keller in third. Bobby Hamilton Jr. in fourth.
1 to go.
Man, I thought he was, I'll tell you, he's making a run at it.
Driver.
I think Kyle Busch just has to protect that bottom right there. Biffle stays right with him. Half a lap to go.
Woo, Biffle right out next to the wall off of 2.
Busch got a great jump there.
This is it right here.
Last chance. Biffle's got to get to him. Can't do it.
Can't quite make it.
Kyle Busch scores his first Busch Series win.
Good for him.
Greg Biffle second, Kevin Harvick third, Bobby Hamilton Jr., Jason Keller fifth, David Green sixth, and our points leader coming into the race, Martin Truex Jr. finishes seventh.
Pretty good recovery for Truex there.
Tell what you want.
Got some cars too wide right in front of Jeff Purvis, the 1 car. He's right on his bumper.
Here comes Martin Truex Jr. on the outside. They're in lap traffic. Bobby Hamilton Jr. on the inside. It's a drag race down the backstretch. They come into turn number 3. Bobby Hamilton Jr. moves to the outside. Here comes Martin Truex Jr. as they come out of 4. And Martin Truex Jr. will take the checkered flag at Nazareth.
What a terrific finish. Bobby Jr. drove in that corner a little bit too hard, slid up the racetrack into the lap car, and allowed Martin Truex to drive by for win number 4.
Unbelievable finish in the Busch Series. Martin Truex Jr. claiming the victory, his 4th of the season.
When you're the leader, you can definitely save more fuel.
Oh, yeah.
And he may leave here with the series point lead. Kyle came in here 31 points behind.
Oh, got trouble.
Ashton Lewis got into Lewis.
You're right.
No caution yet. No caution. He was in the top 10. He was in 9th. Caution is out.
Just keep it coming.
Now we're past the red flag lap. The red flag lap was 196. We're 2 to go. Remember, the field is frozen right here.
Kyle Busch is the luckiest guy because not only did he have a decent lead, now he can just put that thing in 4th gear, idle it around for a lap and a half, and go to victory lane.
He wants to make sure if he's close on fuel, he don't get that car up on the banking, because when you're on the banking under caution, the fuel will run away from the pickup. If I was him, I'd ride around the apron.
Weave it to the left a couple times to make sure we get that pickup good and full.
He's worried, I tell you that the fuel is captured in, and he wants to be sure he keeps what fuel's in there in that box.
Oh man, right here I just gas it and go. Just go, just hit the pedal, just go.
I wouldn't. I'd be taking off my helmet.
The tension would be too much.
Nice job.
Here he comes. 2 wins in the last 3 races for Kyle Busch, and the Lowe's Chevrolet at Lowe's Motor Speedway wins the CarQuest 300 with our CarQuest cam on board. How much synergy did you get?
We got it all, baby. Nice job, guys. That really was.
Looks like Casey Kane in the 38 car, he's actually a lap down, so he's not. No, he's not. He's back there right behind these guys for position.
Off turn 4 comes the Charter Communication Ford. Greg Biffle scores his 14th series victory. The 2002 champ will roll to victory lane in the MBNA America 400 or 200. Martin Truex Jr. gets 2nd. David Green 3rd. Bobby Hamilton Jr. 4th. And Kyle Busch 5th.
And I just had talked about that battle back there with Casey Kane, McMurray, and Fedewa. Casey Kane beat McMurray back to the start-finish line to finish 7th by about the width of a front bumper.
While this is going on, the 5-car Kyle Busch just cruising. Whoa, he's out of gas. He's in the grass. Leader Kyle Busch is spinning in the grass. The grass is very wet. The caution's still not out. 4 laps to go.
Did we call it?
The caution's in the air.
Did we call the caution or what? 4 laps to go. The leader spins out coming off of turn number 4. It appeared he was out of fuel, but the motor's still running as he's working his way through the grass.
And who is your leader? Jason Leffler, the young Californian. As you see the 5-car of Kyle Busch still trying to get out of the grass. Half a straightaway to go for Jason Leffler.
They're off at turn number 4. He's got about 200 yards to go. If I was a betting person, I would say he's going to make it.
And Jason Leffler has enough fuel to go the distance and score his first NASCAR Busch Series win, the first win for his owner, Gene Haas. On the last lap. Had 10 straight top 10s going into Nashville. Lost that race with 4 to go. And Kyle Busch, checkers are in the air. It's a Busch win at Kentucky. 3rd win this season.
You got to give that race team 2 thumbs up for what they did, the effort they give. Take their backup car out, but obviously is a very good race car. Come back here, start last, and win this event.
We haven't really talked much about it except for him to get back on that lead lap. He's stuck right up there on us, and here he came.
As he comes out of turns 3 and 4, Ron Hornaday Jr. sees the checkered flag for his 4th career win, coming at the Milwaukee Mile.
Got trouble down in turn number 4.
As soon as he comes across the start-finish line. Uh-oh.
What do you see that I don't see? Turn 3 is what I see. They're in turn 2 right now.
Boy, this is going to get. This has got.
Clear. Coming back.
What I see is 60.
He's funny.
Oh, man.
Leffler got into the back of Mikey Bunny.
All right, no caution yet. No caution.
Oh, man.
Leaders in 3.
Here comes Dale Earnhardt Jr. He goes to the high side. Leffler's trying to block him. Look at Mike Wallace in the 4 on the bottom.
Leffler went up, and Wallace is going to win it, or is he?
Leffler
It's not over with yet.
Leffler put Junior in the wall.
Checkered flags in the air. No caution.
Mike Wallace.
Can you believe that? Now the caution is out.
Out of gas.
Man, oh man.
What a great drive right here.
Off of turn number 4 for his first NASCAR Busch Series win. Say hello to Justin Lamonti as he wins the Twister 300 at Chicagoland.
Wow. I like to think about his grandpa Bob back in High Point, huh?
Yeah.
Is he happy today or what?
I'll bet. Be his usual MO. Kenseth took the lead at lap 151 of this race. And he's going to lead the rest of the way despite a strong challenge on a couple of late restarts to pick up his 2nd win of 2004. Kenseth wins New Hampshire, 18 faces in 18 NASCAR Busch Series races here. But for Greg Biffle, it's going to be a back-to-front kind of day here at Colorado. The strategy worked in his favor, and Greg Biffle picks up his 4th win of 2004. Half a lap to go. 1 year ago, this Hendrick Motorsports team got a win at IRP with Brian Vickers. They went on to win the championship. Tonight, it's Kyle Busch with his 4th win of 2004 as he takes the Kroger 200 just about 3 car lengths ahead of Johnny Sauter.
Wow. Great race.
What a performance. performance today by Kyle Busch as Wallace tries Kane for 5th. Kyle Busch will have led 87 of the 125 laps in this race, and he held off the best in the business to get it done.
And I got to say hello to the folks in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, for the catch man, Dave Carreri.
That's all what it's about. Right there. Good job. Way to do it.
Second straight NASCAR Busch Series win for Kyle Busch, and his 5th of 2004. Watch how far he goes in. Hello. Oh, not quite close enough. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins it. Good finish.
Good job, gang. Real good job.
And we got through the green-white checker without another crash, which I wasn't sure was going to happen. Behind them, Bobby Labonte's been shuffled back from 3rd.
I'm just shocked how well this 21 car is running here at the end of the race as he coming off turn 4 for the checkered flag.
Going to be a little late for Harvick. It's going to be a sweep in 2004 for the NASCAR Busch Series at California for Greg Biffle. Biffle wins the Target House 300 after a terrific late race duel with Casey Mears. Gordon's able to hang on for now. Final corners. Atwood with a run at it, but he can't get underneath. Robbie Gordon wins at Richmond. What a finish. Casey Atwood winds up 2nd. Martin Truex Jr. 3rd. Robbie Gordon with his first ever NASCAR Busch Series victory.
And now he doesn't have to worry about green-white checker once the white flag is displayed.
Well, before the race, we talked to him about the Mark Martin spinning around. The caution is out, but the white flag is already waved, and so the race is over. Martin Truex Jr. wins.
Flat right front. He's got flat. I'm not sure if that happened. May not, but maybe it happened down the spin.
See, right front tire was where the Stacy Comfort.
I've always wanted to win here.
This is kind of a home race for him.
Yes, he's from Vienna, New Jersey, and this track just about a 2-hour drive from where he was born and raised, where he started his racing career. He had more starts on this track than just about any other. He had a lot of NASCAR Busch North experience here, made his Busch Series debut here.
Joe's definitely going to make it work for it if he does get to him. I can promise you that.
Last lap.
Biffle starts to close in. Right about where Nemechek get on Stewart.
Here he goes on the inside. He's got the position. Remember, though, he's tried this before. Nemechek drives in hard on the outside. Oh, baby.
It's a drag race.
Nemechek to the outside. Biffle on the inside. Joe Nemechek wins at Kansas.
Sterner came home 3rd.
Wow. Man, oh man, was that a great finish or what?
Bliss has done a phenomenal job. He got the lead and did not relinquish.
Final corner for Mike Bliss. A 3rd to 1st move with 18 laps to go. It's going to pay off. Mike Bliss gets his first NASCAR Busch Series win.
Good show. Good show.
Passes two of the best in the business to do it, Kenseth and Johnson, and in his 70th try, Mike Bliss adds his name to the list of winners in NASCAR's Busch Series.
He's got it.
Truex should be able to coast her home from here, and here comes Hornaday closing in, challenging for 2nd.
And the youngster from New Jersey continues to thrill him in the NASCAR Busch Series. What a job, man.
That he does as he wins the Sandtown He Dared to Rock 250, benefiting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Martin Truex takes the win. His 6th win in 2004, his 2nd on a short track, and it couldn't come at a better time.
Final lap, Kenseth and Kyle Busch. Casey Kane not a factor for now.
This is where he's been better. Matt's been better in 3 and 4. Here's where Busch has been better, 1 and 2.
just can't get there. One final set of corners. Kenseth protecting the bottom. Kyle Busch not able to get up and make a move. Matt Kenseth is going to hold on and score the win in the Aaron's 312. McMurray, Busch, Truex.
I think that Kyle lost his momentum off turn 2 that first lap and just was never able to get it back.
Kyle Busch led 151 of the laps that will be run today, but it's going to be Jamie McMurray scoring the win. Second win of 2004 for McMurray. And the championship duo finishing back-to-back in second and third. McMurray got a little better run down the backstretch. Final corners.
A slower car directly in front of them.
I don't think he's going to have enough.
A good try, but not enough time. Jamie McMurray with back-to-back wins in the NASCAR Busch Series. He takes the checkers first at Darlington, and we wait on the fourth-place car of Martin Truex Jr. as he takes the checkered flag to win the NASCAR Busch Series championship for 2004.
Faster and passing 2 entire.
Wow. Look at him driving into turn 3.
Can he make it stick? No! Final shot off the corner, not going to be enough. Great try by McMurray, but Kevin Harvick wins the Ford 300. They're going crazy behind him. There were 3 wide passes on that last lap. Ron Hornaday picked up a couple of spots.
And there's our 2004 NASCAR Busch Series champion, Martin Truex Jr.
What a job this young man has done. 24 years old, Miami, New Jersey, his hometown, second-generation racer. Talked about his dad last Saturday at Darlington when he locked up the championship. But when they started this 2004 season, Benny and Dale, they weren't even sure they were going to run all the races. They only planned to run 22 of the 34 races. They didn't have sponsorship for everything.
He's trying.
Oh, Ryan Newman turned into the wall.
Jamie McMurray?
No caution yet.
They will race back to the line, and the caution will come out. Here they come to the line.
Dale Jarrett trying to block Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Make it wide.
Jr. looking low.
No way.
Not going to happen. Otherwise, he should have win number 3 for Dale Jarrett.
Slow down.
That's a pretty impressive record.
But Tony did complain about his car not being able to close up. You see that gap of 3 or 4 car lengths between him and the 8? That's really what he's complaining about. It will not make up that gap, will not close up on the back bumper of the car in front of him.
Well, his father won 12 of these Thursday qualifying races at Daytona. Today, Dale Earnhardt Jr. takes his second. Earnhardt Jr. wins race 1, close race for third at the line with McMurray edging Michael Waltrip, it looks like.
And Cope lost 2 spots on the last lap.
For second place, Sterling Marlin. Oh, contact there. Here comes Jimmy Johnson to get them both if he can.
Yeah, I think he will. That little bit of contact there may have cost them both.
Because you know that both those guys had to back off the throttle when they made contact in 3.
Sterling's got a good run on the outside.
Johnson with the shorter turn. Sadler wins. Marlin gets second. Elliott Sadler would have win in the second of the Gatorade 125s. And Kevin Harvick shuffled back to 5th in that last half lap of this race. It's all going to come down to whether Earnhardt has a bobble or a problem in his final third of the lap.
You can't get emotional yet because you've got to get off turn 4 and back to the start-finish line.
You can see it now.
The legacy continues. Dale Earnhardt Earnhardt Jr. wins the 46th Daytona 500.
Great run for Wimmer, too. Fantastic.
Tony Stewart second, Scott Wimmer third, Kevin Harvick fourth, Jimmy Johnson fifth. For Dale Earnhardt Jr., his first victory in the 500 in his fifth try.
Yeah, he lost a lot of ground right there. Last time through 3 and 4, though. Here they Kane goes to the bottom. Kane comes to the bottom. He gets a run. He's got a good run on him. Side by side to the line. Kenseth. Told you the Moco finish.
Matt Kenseth wins the Subway 400. His 8th career win.
1/100th of a second.
That Vegas would be his first of many wins, but it was his only win as Brian Vickers runs out of fuel on the back straightaway.
Another lead lap car. Matt Kenseth, he's just going to ride it home behind these 2 lap cars.
Matt Kenseth, the defending Nextel Cup champion, scores his 9th career victory.
Here comes the 42 trying to get under the 20. Nope, didn't quite make it.
But how about that kid, Casey Kane, in that 9 car, comes home second again.
Make the car better as the day goes on so that the car is at its best at the end of the day.
Yeah, and they've done that today with Junior's car all day long. They just kept improving, and the weather came to them too, I believe.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the Golden Corral 500, climbs to 3rd in the point standings as he notches his 11th career victory and his 5th on a non-restrictor plate racetrack.
And Darrell, you mentioned 122,000 people. I think all of them was standing up as he came across the finish line. Jeremy Mayfield comes home second, Casey Kane third, Jimmy Johnson fourth, and Ryan Newman fifth.
18 cars. Just doesn't quite have the steam down the straightaway, but he's going to dive her in here hard, baby. Come on.
I guarantee he'll drive it in down here, turn 3 and 4. He went to the high side, but Jimmy Johnson in the 48 well. He just needs to come nice and straight off turn 4.
Jimmy Johnson, the Lowe's Chevrolet. Jimmy becomes the 41st driver to win at Darlington.
These guys are big and banging. These are all lead lap cars. But Ryan Newman will finish 3rd, Robbie Gordon 4th, Elliott Sadler 5th, Kurt Busch 6th, Mark Martin 7th, Harvick 8th, Mayfield 9th, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. comes back to finish 10th.
McMurray slides up the racetrack off Kenseth's bumper. Checkered flag, Kurt Busch.
Man,
I think Matt Kenseth in the 17 kind of drop-kicked Jamie McMurray in the 42 car.
And here comes McMurray, and there goes the 30 around. Here comes McMurray up here looking for the 17.
And after the flag, Sauter came down and ran in the back of somebody.
Here we go.
He's got one more shot, boy. He's going to be right here.
Lap car is going to cost Elliott Sadler the race.
I don't know, Darrell. I believe Elliott Sadler shut the door high on him. He's going to shut the door high on him. Sadler had to look for Sauter. Here comes Kane. Sadler by half a car length.
I thought that lap car was going to cost him a race.
Johnny Sauter did all he could do to get to the bottom of the racetrack. Elliott Sadler had to lift for a moment to be able to clear Sauter, and that almost handed the race to Casey Kane.
Gordon gives Newman the boot in turn 2. They're going to be side by side. Here they come to the flag. Rusty Wallace wins the Advance Auto Parts 500 for his 55th career victory. Here's the battle for 5th. Gordon under Newman, but Ryan got the rocket launch off turn 4 and holds him off.
But yay, Rusty, and even more, yay, Rusty, but yay, Larry Carter. Come over there as the crew chief, and boy, has he made a difference.
And this is his first win as a Nextel Cup crew chief, Larry Carter.
Bobby Labonte 2nd, Earnhardt Jr. 3rd, Johnson, Jimmy Johnson 4th, Ryan Newman 5th. No, lifters or losers here.
That's it.
Robbie Gordon in the mix now in 5th place, that bright orange singular car.
Trying to get up with his teammate.
Kevin Harvick.
But look at the outside line. Jamie McMurray in the 42 car. Michael Waltrip in the 15. He's fighting his way back up.
Gordon inches ahead.
Right there is where Junior is so strong. Sailing off into the
trouble.
turn.
One car around, and it's Brian Vickers.
All right, the caution is out. And we are past the red flag lap. We are past the red flag lap. But remember, the field was frozen when the caution flag came out.
And who at that moment was the leader? We'll have to go back and see.
It would be obviously either Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 8 or Jeff Gordon in the 24.
Brian Vickers able to drive away after bringing out the 11th caution of the day in turn 3.
Well, there's no debris. There's no problem with the racetrack. I mean, I can't imagine we can't get this thing back started here with 4 laps to go.
Now, Tony Stewart will be 22nd. Just could not gain any ground after having to make that
free all over the place out there. Just watch it.
That final stop. And that's what NASCAR was concerned about. A lot of debris on the racetrack.
All Budweiser cans.
However, that debris has come from that section of the grandstand. That's a sad commentary. The fans, of course, they want to see a green flag finish. Safety of the drivers, though, is paramount. And Jeff Gordon will win the Aaron's 499 over Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, and Robbie Gordon.
Bobby's out of gas. It just he had a little shot, but
Matt.
Jeremy Mayfield came out and says, I feel like I'm out of gas as well. Tank Probst is on the wall for the past 2 laps.
Casey Kane also on pit road.
Both the Abraham cars on pit road. Jeremy Mayfield and Casey Kane.
I was going to say they're not notorious for getting great gas mileage.
Checkered flag. Jeff Gordon wins it.
Bobby Labonte's on the apron in turn 4, but I think Jimmy Johnson's probably going to go by him in the 48 car for 2nd place. Jimmy Johnson, he gets by him. Bobby Labonte trying to coast to the line. Ryan Newman goes by him.
He can take his time.
Right, you're the man. That thing was awesome tonight. Good call on the pit, guys.
Coming off turn 4 for his 12th career win, Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the Chevy American Revolution 400. Mark Martin, Brian Vickers get together on the final lap. And here comes Michael and Ryan fighting for 9th.
Ryan Newman in the 12th car. He'll end up 9th. Michael Waltrip, good run for him, ends up 10th. Ricky Rudd, last car on the lead lap, ends up 11th.
Had to get out of the throttle.
He's going to try the inside down there. You block the inside. If he goes high, I'll let you know.
He's got a long way to go, though. He's behind him about 3 car lengths. Sterling just shot out of a rocket with 2 laps to go.
Looked like the truck race. That was yours.
Checkered flag in the air. Sterling Marlin wins the Nextel Open for the 4th time.
Boy, that was for a race that started off a little ragged. It ended up exciting.
Darrell, how did Jamie McMurray save that car? That car was wrecked.
She had the hospital hop, but he hung on to her, I can tell you that. Watch this. He comes across the nose of the 19. The 19 shoves up, gets him loose, and boy, look at those hands in there. Whoa, baby. Whoa, baby. And he can't let out the gas because he knows those cats are all behind him.
That's about as close to being wrecked and not wrecked.
That is a great job of saving the car.
Ryan Newman slides up the track just a bit, gives it his all. Do you feel like $1 million? Matt Kenseth win the NASCAR Nextel All-Star Challenge.
Nice job. Nice job.
Ryan Newman 2nd, Tony Stewart 3rd, Michael Waltrip 4th, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. in 8 car ends up 5th.
And Rusty Wallace and Mark Martin came across the line side by side. Easy, Mikey.
2nd place, still in doubt.
Look at them. They're going to be 3 5.
Bobby Labonte in the 2. But we stay green.
Caution lights are on. The caution lights are on. The caution lights out.
The line here. Back it down, Jimmy.
It's over if they get to the line.
I think Michael got 2nd.
The field was frozen.
And coming to the line, Jimmy Johnson wins his 2nd straight Coke 600.
Man. Led 333 laps. Right at 500 miles.
Well, now this will take some sorting out, because at the moment of caution, defined as when the caution lights or flag are displayed, the field is frozen.
I believe Dale Earnhardt Jr. got a little bit loose off too that time too, Darrell.
Does Jr. have room on the bottom?
He does.
Trying to make it fit.
It's going to be a drag race to the line here for second place as Mark Martin takes the checkered flag.
Tony Stewart beats Dale Earnhardt Jr., but he finishes third.
Good job. Good job.
Fourth for Jeff Burton. And a top 5 for rookie Scott Riggs.
Way to go, Scott. Michael gets 6th. Terry Labonte 7th. Jeremy comes back from hung up in the mud to finish 8th.
Shifted going into the tunnel. He's been shifted across his short chute, but I think he's letting it all hang out now.
I think he's reaching down, getting everything that car's got, and then some.
Caution's out, buddy. Back
Yellow.
down. Stay up high. Caution is out. Stay up high.
5 to go. Caution is out.
Now the red flag lap is 196. We will be completing 196 now, so I think we're past that window.
They're gonna red flag it.
And we're here that Jeff Burton and the 99 car almost simultaneously as Dale Jarrett blew up. We know both those cars had the new engine package.
Jimmy Johnson is going to score his 9th career victory in his 89th start. All of them on super speedways. Jimmy Johnson wins the Pocono 500. He ties Dale Jr. for the most wins this season with 3.
Boy, did he ever get a run off turn 2. It's not over with yet, guys. Look at it. He just continues to pull up on the 12 car.
Newman strong at the end of the straightaway, but here comes Kane.
Here he
may
comes.
catch him.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
It's got to be. They're coming to the checker, though.
But the field is frozen.
Oh, man.
Ryan Newman to victory lane for the first time since last October.
That's why I say you race back on the last lap.
Amen.
Gosh,
Amen.
darn it.
You race to the checkered flag.
When you get in a white flag lap, we've always raced back, and there's a good example of why. Boy, look here. Jeff is just being so cautious.
1 corner to go.
And he has every right to be. I mean, he's just driven a flawless race all day long.
McMurray is almost there, but Jeff Gordon will come off turn 12 and score his 67th career Cup victory and his 8th road course checkered flag.
But what a run for Jamie McMurray in that 42 car, right there behind him.
That's a career performance, Larry.
In only his 2nd start here, you see all the celebration by the DuPont group. Scott Pruitt in 3rd, Michael Waltrip 4th, Jimmy Johnson 5th, and Boris said comes home in 6th.
Bush is coming, and Mark Martin has a run on Tony Stewart.
Here
And the front 4 are back together again.
He's going to go the high side, but it ain't going to do him any good.
This race 5 times has been won by a last lap pass. Jimmy Johnson locked onto his teammate and mentor Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon's DuPont Pepsi Chevy is going to win the Pepsi 400. Free Pepsi Edge for America.
Jimmy Johnson 2nd, Dale Earnhardt Jr. 3rd, Kurt Busch in 4th, and Tony Stewart with those 2 tires comes on 5th. Good run for Mark Martin, though, in the 6th car finishes 6th.
Drivers who won a race a year ago who've not won this year. There are quite a few of them. In fact, 11 drivers. Winners last year, not this. Scratch one off the list. Tony Stewart, with his first win of 2004, he takes the Tropicana 400 in Chicago by almost 3 seconds over Jimmy Johnson. Great run for Dale Jarrett with a 3rd place finish. And how about Jeff Gordon, after his struggles all day long, comes back for 4th. McMurray inside of Michael Waltrip there. That'll be for 6th and 7th places. It's been a struggle over the late spring and early summer for Kurt Busch. No more. He wins today at New Hampshire International Speedway. A couple of car lengths over Jeff Gordon, his 2nd win of the season. Ryan Newman
feel good.
Dominated a lot of the day. He gets 3rd.
Awesome job.
It's still a great drive for Casey Kane to come back from the involvement in the accident and the damaged car. Mark Martin looking to finish 2nd here at Pocono for an incredible 6th time in his career.
and puts him right back in the race to the chase.
Here we go, off of turn 3. Way to go, boys. Back to back again. Thank you.
Play-by-play from the cockpit. Jimmy Johnson comes to the checkered flag and sweeps the Pocono races in 2004. Johnson wins the Pennsylvania 500.
You're right.
Big payday for Johnson and company, $90,000 a bonus for the championship leader winning a race.
Damn cool. Thank you.
And for Jimmy Johnson, his 4th win of 2004, he led 124 of 200 laps. And they'll race the final half lap back to the checkered flag.
Look at all the blocking going on back there. Who's that blown up?
Somebody's blown up in the back. I believe it was.
It is Mark Martin.
Not again.
Elliott Sadler trying his teammate for second. That's all it's going to be, is for second spot. Caution flag is out. The race is over. Jeff Gordon wins the Brickyard 400 for a 4th time. A dominating performance today by Gordon.
Doing it, guys. You guys are awesome. Great job, driver. Great engines, in-house, everybody. Awesome job. Thanks, Rick.
Robbie Loomis congratulating his team. Jeff Gordon led.
Buddy, we do it together. We're all the man on this team. I'm telling you what, Hendrick Motorsports is so awesome. Thank you, guys.
Brushed it off probably as well as he ever has. A disappointment at Indianapolis particularly. And here at Watkins Glen today, overcoming the physical cramps that have dogged him throughout the day, and he's going to ride his way to a dominating win. He'll lead half the race today and take his 2nd Watkins Glen checkered flag. Tony Stewart is the winner. First half of this season, a struggle for Greg Biffle and this team. But after a couple of top 10s in the last 2 oval track races, he's going to come back to lead the most laps today and pick up career victory number 2. Vancouver, Washington's Greg Biffle wins at Michigan. Waiting on Mark Martin, there he is. It'll be 8.2 seconds, the final margin of victory. Ford sweeps the top 3 spots as Dale Jarrett comes home 3rd, and Casey Kane is able to nurse his car back to a 5th place finish. He won the Daytona 500 earlier this year. He'll add another of NASCAR's majors to his resume tonight as Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the Sharpie 500 at Bristol.
I'll tell you, this place is it is a special win for these guys. This is a tough place to win a race. Sadler's car's too strong.
Elliott Sadler came into the weekend 7th in the championship standings. Not comfortable in his margin over 11th place. Told me they wanted to get a good finish here to lock their place in the race to the chase, so they weren't depending on a final Saturday night in Richmond. They've gained maximum points tonight. Elliott Sadler wins at California. Bobby Labonte is off the pace on the back straightaway a little bit, getting passed by a few cars. Here comes Jeremy Mayfield. He wins the Chevy Rock and Roll 400. Bobby Labonte coasts across the finish line, and Ryan Newman makes it to the checkered flag and into the chase for the Nextel Cup.
Whew. Man. It looks like Jamie McMurray is going to miss it by 15 points.
Ryan Newman is in, and Mayfield did everything he had to do.
They thought other people will have caught up to them since then. They made some changes based on their experience and their knowledge, and obviously they were the right changes to have made. As Kurt Busch sees the checkered flag and begins his chase for the Nextel Cup with a victory. Matt Kenseth second, 2.5 seconds behind. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will finish 3rd. Casey Kane and McMurray rounding out the top 5. outside of the front row, took the lead at the drop of the green flag into the first corners, and has just about held it the entire afternoon. Dominating performance by Ryan Newman. He wins at Dover. An impressive margin of victory. It's going to be better than 7 seconds. Back to second place, Mark Martin. And they were bumper to bumper on a restart with 65 to go. Newman gapped him that much in the final stage of the race. Second win of 2004 for Ryan. His third Dover win in 6 races here.
And the veteran Dale Jarrett behind him.
Work earlier on the bottom, Junior.
Oh, trouble.
Jeff Gordon.
And there's a crowd.
Greg Biffle. Casey Kane.
Several cars involved.
But the caution's
No, still green. They're still green. Okay. They're still racing at Talladega. Last lap. They will come to the checkers this time by.
So there will not be a green-white checker. The white flag is in the air.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. looking for his 5th win at Talladega. Works his way back to the front. And Jr., where his father won 10 times.
Oh, we got a car sideways in the trail.
Number 5, the checker is out, and somebody upside down. Elliott Sadler.
Again.
Lands on his wheel.
Yeah, good save right there, you all right?
Mile and a half to go.
Now watch Joe. Joe should be able to drive it way in deep here. If the car doesn't slide up the racetrack too much, he'll be able to hold it and then run side by side down the backstretch.
Joe Nemechek's story is well known. Lost his brother John in a Craftsman truck racing accident in Homestead when Joe was competing in Las Vegas. His family encouraged him to continue racing.
Oh, here comes Rudd. He's got to run, but Nemechek will mirror block him now.
Rudd is a veteran to the apron, but it's Nemechek with the win at Kansas.
That was a good race.
Man, terrific battle there at the end. Wow. Ryan Pemberton, you have won a race.
And Ryan won't be able to jump around and celebrate because he has a very bad back, a painful back.
Last man to do it at this racetrack, Dale Earnhardt, 1986.
That last lap's a long lap.
So what is winning before friends and family meeting? That was it. Jimmy Johnson wins the UAW GM Quality 500, 1.7 seconds over Jeff Gordon. Jimmy Johnson back with his momentum in his championship bid in 2004.
He's got to go through this corner now, doesn't he?
Now Newman will drive by and bump him. Try to take the spot back, but McMurray hangs on to it.
Great race for second to the finish, all the way to the checkered flag. But it's going on behind Jimmy Johnson, who picks up his 6th win of 2004.
But Johnson's got it. I mean, unless he makes a big mistake at 3 and 4, Mark can't do it.
This could be 3 in a row for that 48 car.
Buddy, come on, bring it home. Bring it home. Jimmy, don't do any burnouts, buddy.
The emotions of the victory for Jimmy Johnson. He wins in Atlanta for Hendrick Motorsports.
I'll tell you, that's good stuff.
And loving memory all the way.
Newman was just sliding that car up off the corner, but 24 car looks like he's got enough. Keep second. No, not that time.
After 2 straight 33rd place finishes, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s championship bid is back on track. He wins at Phoenix. Newman edges Gordon for second.
And Jimmy Johnson comes back to finish in the 6th position. What a comeback by that crew.
The fans got their money's worth of that last 3 laps.
Can he score the victory and close out this racetrack's great history with his name on the winner's trophy and put the exclamation point on a bid for the championship heading to Miami next Sunday? It'll be Jimmy Johnson as the winner of the 55th Mountain Dew Southern 500. What great late laps rallies for Mark Martin and Jeff Gordon, and an exclamation point on the day of Kurt Busch as well, who winds up in 6th place after being as low as 27th earlier in the day. He wins the title.
You may see a Hail Mary here by the 20 car, right on the back bumper of Jeff Gordon. Don't think he can do it.
Checkered flag is up. Greg Biffle wins the Ford 400 at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Kurt Busch is the 2004 NASCAR Nextel Cup Series champion.
We did it. I'm going to come and get you by the end of pit road. Everybody come